Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lavender and I hope you are doing okay and your year started well. Since this is my first video of the year, I'm just checking up on you in terms of how your year is, and I just hope it started well and it's going on well. And if it didn't start well and it's still not going on well, my dear, it shall pass. So, where have I been? Where have I been? Well, where do I start? Where do I start? Let me start from the genesis of everything. So last year in October, I resigned my job. Yeah. One, the environment was becoming extremely toxic. Extremely toxic. That was one. Two, I was experiencing extreme burnout that a 3-day off or a 2-day off couldn't just cut it. It was an extreme one. And you know what? One day I was like, I think this is the end of our road with my employer or company that I was working with, and I just decided to quit and focus my energy on my channel and business. Yes. And by the time I was dropping the Kisumu vlog, oh my goodness, watoto sasa wametoka wapi? Kwani what's the time? It's almost 3. Wacha nifanye video mbio before the kids are back from school. So, okay, let me just dive into where I've been. So, I've been living a nomad life. Yeah, a nomad life, or a tourist, for lack of a better word, or just wandering around, for lack of a better word. Yeah, so what do I mean? As a young adult, there was a time as a young adult, I wanted to live in different cities and towns in order to know where I'd love to settle long term. Yeah, so when I'd quit my job, so in Jan, I started my nomad life. Yeah, which, to be honest, I wasn't documenting, I wasn't vlogging, because one, I didn't carry my primary phone, which is my iPhone, the one that I was using. I was carrying my previous phone, this one. Then two, I just wanted to be in the moment, just enjoy the experience that I am getting. Like, I wanted to fully experience the moment. And one thing I can assure you, my friends, vlogging will rob you of being in the moment. Let me continue with where I've been. So I've been living the nomad life, just being homeless. Homeless for 2 months. Being homeless for 2 months. Because I started that lifestyle in Jan and Feb. I just came back to Nairobi yesterday, and I'm shooting this today because I wanted to drop tomorrow, which is on the 1st of March. So let me go back to, I was born and raised in Kisumu, so I understand the Kisumu life. Then in high school, I went to Migori County, so I understand the Migori place, the southern part of Nyanza region. So yeah, the Migori, Homa Bay, Awendo, I understand those sides. Then in campus, I went to Eldoret. So I also have an idea of how Eldoret is. Then I've toured in Turkana, the northern part of Kenya. So I also know that. So back then, I wanted to experience Nairobi, Nakuru, Nanyuki, Mombasa, and also again go to Samburu, yeah. So see, now I'm in Nairobi. Like generally, I've been living in Nairobi for a few years. So Nairobi was now out of the list. Now I wanted Nanyuki, Nakuru, Mombasa, and Samburu. So in Jan, I started with Nanyuki, and I stayed there for 1 week and 3 days. 1 week and 3 days. I was to stay there in 2 weeks, for 2 weeks, but after the third week of the second week, I was like, you know what? Let's move to the next. Then I went to Nakuru. In Nakuru, I had booked my apartment. I booked an Airbnb for 1 week. And in that 1 week, 3 days later, Otis, so I was in Nakuru, and 3 days later, I was, no, this is not the place. Like I could just feel this is not the place. So I came back to Nairobi. And stayed for some time. Then packed my things again and went to Mombasa. Yeah, I went to Mombasa and rented a space for 1 month. Yeah, so what happened? Did I mention that the reason why I wasn't vlogging my life is because I wanted to be in the moment and I wasn't carrying my primary phone, which is the iPhone that I'm using to shoot. Yeah, in case I didn't mention. So like I rented a space in Mombasa for a month. That was that. But during this Mombasa stay, I was like moving around. 1 minute I'll be in Ukunda, I'm back in Mombasa, I go to Watamu, like that. Like I toured Mombasa. That's why I'm saying like I can call it a nomad life of a nomad, wandering around, or a tourist, like whatever term you feel suits it best. So Mombasa, I was in for 3 days, then traveled to Ukunda for 4 days, then came back to Mombasa, then stayed in Mombasa for 2 weeks and some days. And in those 2 weeks and some days, I was traveling back and forth because there was a time I went to Watamu and was there for a night, just a night, then came back. Then I traveled to, where is this place? But now that is in Mombasa. Kikambala. Yeah, Kikambala is in Mombasa. Oh yeah, I also went to Malindi. Then stayed there for two days, then came back. Then when I was done, when I was coming to the end of my stay in Mombasa, in fact, I left earlier before I was to stay there for a month and I left earlier because today is 28th and I came here yesterday and I rented the space for 1 month. And before that, I traveled to Ukunda on the 25th? Yeah, because I traveled to Nairobi from Ukunda. Yeah. So I left Mombasa on 25th. Yeah. Then stayed for a night. Then on the 26th is when I traveled back to Nairobi at night. I traveled by bus. So I traveled overnight, then I arrived on the 27th, which was yesterday, and today on the 28th, I'm shooting this video, which I want to drop tomorrow on the 1st. Tomorrow is 29th. Yeah, tomorrow is 29th. Why do I feel like the month is ending today? Yeah, so, but this video is, I need to air it on the 1st of March. So that's just it. That's where I've been, and yeah, I've not been vlogging it. Yeah, and because I told you I was with this phone of mine and I just wanted to be in the moment. As well, the reason why you couldn't access me if you are like a close friend of mine, the reason why you couldn't access me on WhatsApp and everything, it's because WhatsApp, my WhatsApp is on my iPhone phone, and I didn't have it, so this is what I had, and you can even tell from my skin. You can see the tan. I don't know if you the sunburn. You can even tell from my skin, and yeah, you see, this is the phone. This is literally the phone I was carrying. And you see, there's even no much photos in it. And you see, this is on the 4th of Feb. You see, it's written Mombasa. That was one time that I decided to take a photo. No, this is 6th of Feb. Sorry, 6th of Feb. And you can see it's written Mombasa. Then this is another time on the 8th, and you can see it's still in Mombasa. Then you can just, you see, this is Diani Beach on the, this is Diani Beach on the 9th of Feb. The same swimsuit I wore in Watamu. I like this swimsuit. Yeah, the same swimsuit I wore in Watamu. Yeah, that's just that. You can see on the 14th of Feb, I ferry. This is me going back to Mombasa. Even you can see it's written Mombasa Likoni. Yeah, like I just didn't feel like vlogging. This time you can see I went to English Point. Like you can tell even on the 26th, I am, you see, yeah, so like I was saying, I just didn't feel like vlogging. It wasn't it wasn't the reason why I was living the nomad life. Yeah, so that's just it. That's where I've been, and here I am right now, and I am ready to continue working and shooting content. These few months that I've just been away and everything, I just realized the luxury that comes with having time, money, energy, and good health. The luxury that comes with it. Anyway, thank you so much for being till the end, and you have now caught up with where I've been, and yeah, I'm looking forward to creating more and more content, and I hope you will stay and continue watching and listening to me. Yeah, kwaheri and have a beautiful day.